Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome along to another episode here of Attingham Farm. We are currently at Brompton Farm here again, and the farm is ticking along. We're getting it set up. We've got a little bit more groundwork to do. We've got a little bit more drilling to do, but we're getting going. We're getting it going, which is the main thing. What we just need to do today, this morning, we're going to take care of the cattle. I got currently Nameless Ghoul is cracking along with some plowing over at Field 33. Server is, well, the local server as it is up and alive and ready to go. For anyone who would like to join in, you're always welcome to come and do that. So I put a little bit of a description out there, or a little post out onto Facebook. So if you ever see a post coming out there, that means that the server is live and you can come and join us over on Xbox for a little bit of fun. What we're doing right now is just topping up our water because we need to get some cattle going. Didn't think about this when I drilled this field, that's for sure. Let me see. Have to go quite some way into here to get to work. There you go. Wonderful stuff. And yeah, otherwise it's all looking good. So the farm's cracking along. We had a little bit of an issue really where when we crossed over into day 4 of seasons, the cattle disappeared. I don't know why. I don't know what caused that, but there you go. So we did a little bit of fiddling about there. We got those to come back, which is always good. So now we're getting back on track there. So we're just going to fill them up with water there. We need to get them a little bit more feed. I think they have no straw either, so we need to have a bit of a play around to see. We've got some straw bales. We just don't have any way of shredding them at the moment. So what we'll have to look to see if we can do is, I wonder if there's a straw trigger. And we'll find out. But yeah, we're cracking along. That's the main thing. Massey Farm is doing well, as you'd expect. Also had to buy a new header trailer because for some reason that disappeared. And it left us with a floating combine header, which has subsequently dropped to the floor. So small little teething issues here on Attingham Park, but we'll figure those all out. Still a beautiful map, still lovely to get on here and spend some time here as always. Get cracking along. We've got most of the machinery that we'll need now as well, so we don't really have to look to get anything else in the future. We're all looking pretty fine and dandy, which is handy. They're looking pretty good for feed at the moment. I believe the water trough is over here. So we've got this little 265, which is our handy little yard tractor that does everything that we need it to do, which is perfect. Let's just swing into here. And then fill up with water. I may have also tipped some silage into here because I thought it was the wrong one. That was me. And if I do this, nope. There you go. So you got 36 cows here at Brompton, which is a significant number. That'll do. That'll keep us going. You can see our TMR is looking pretty good. They got a lot of grass in there as well. Obviously no hay, but that's all right. We'll make that work. At the moment, we are, because we have no bales of our own, and I haven't figured out quite if we're going to do all bale silage. So we have all the equipment to do it, but we're buying it by the trail load in bulk at the moment, which we'll have to survive with. Not perfect, but it'll do. It will do. Come on, lady, let me through. Thank you, please. And then, yeah, like I say, we've got a little bit tidying up to do. There's still a few big jobs to do on the farm. Next live stream, we'll definitely be asking for your help to come and join in there. One of which is we're drilling carrots. So we've got to get a load of carrots put into field 35. And as you can see, Ghoul is plowing. I've just been over there joining him. I will be heading back over shortly. He is plowing 33, and that's a big old field. So what we'll be looking to do is get as many folks on, but fill the server with 6 people where we can, and we'll really try and take advantage of all that. That's the next big job. And also, as you'll see, I bring on the map here. You can see we've got a fair few fields drilled already. We've only got the 2 left to do. From a fertilizer standpoint, I made a start until I ran out of fertilizer, so we need to get cracking along with that as well. A lot to put down there, so we need to get really pushing through. But yeah. We're early spring, so time is very much on our side still, so that's always handy. It's good to know. But there's a bale spike over behind me, so we'll just turn around and drop this down here. Like so. Bale spike, avec bale, as they say. And this rolled over, because of course it did. Can I get to that? Alright, let's try and be clever here. There you go. So we can push it back onto its front. There you go. Telehandling 101. Back in there, there we are. So what we're going to try and do is see if we can get this straw put in without having the bale shredder or chopper or better, whatever you want to call it. That would be handy. That would save us a little bit of money. So we'll just see if there's a trigger. And if there is, then we are laughing. If there isn't, then we're a bit screwed, but we'll figure that one out. It's going to be where we collect our milk from. We've gone for dairy cattle this time around, not just the Holsteins. Now I wonder if that would appear to me to be the trigger in question. So if I just drop that bale there, is it going to magically disappear? No. Okay. Question for you all in chat then. If you have been farming here, if you know where the bale trigger is, drop us a comment down below. We'll see what that looks like. I'm just going to make sure it's not around the front there. I mean, if not, we have to go and pick up buy a shredder, a chopper. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, we'll leave that there. We'll come back to that. Get that all good to go at some point. And then next thing I need to do, getting ready for our big job, is stick the, when you need to do the big jobs, you pull out the big guns. And here's a 1250. We're going to stick this onto a power harrow. So when we do get everyone on board there, we can get 5 tractors in the field there, get everything really firing along, which is what I desperately want to do. I think that'll look pretty sweet. So this, because it wasn't quite the quickest when we put it onto a plow, it's going to take a power harrow and look beastly whilst it does it. I mean, just look at that thing. Good lord, is that good. Heavens above. Alright, so let's have a bit of a wander. So far this week it's been a bit of a quiet week. Streams are a bit out of whack this week again. I do apologize. We'll try and get some more streams coming back up. My schedules are all over the place, unfortunately. And when I do get that free time there, just feeling too exhausted to think about streaming. So it is what it is, unfortunately. This is the huge field that we are indeed in. Now, talk about doing a long drive. We've kind of squared up the field. It's an odd shape. It's a bit of a dog-leg shape at the best of time, but it's got these tiny little niche like pockets in it there. So we've squared that off, and somewhere up this end we're going to see a Mr. Ghoul come flying back down towards us at a rapid, probably 6 miles an hour. But yeah, we're going to continue to work this one over. There's a lot done so far, but like you can see the size of it. What we'd love to do is get when we are streaming here, get 2 plows in here, a power harrow or 2, and then get the drill in behind it as well. So really make the good whole event. But I am taking over and joining in as it gets a little bit, we're starting to get into the early evening here, about 5 o'clock. I'm going to jump into 6614, which seems to be having a slight speed advantage over the bigger tractor over there. I don't know if it's just the plow and the max speeds of the plow, which would make sense. But yeah, it just seems to be catching Ghoul on the long straights there. So that is what it is. We'll catch him up. Okie dokie. And off we go. We'll probably, because I know he's about to turn around, if not already turning around. I'm going to catch him up the front end there, and because I have that extra bit of speed, I can probably make that distance back, I would have thought. And away we go. So we've seen a phenomenal couple of fact sheet weeks coming out for FS22. I do have a giveaway for FS22 for PC only, so I will be looking to do that whenever I can next stream. And so if you are looking to get the PC version of that game, stick around, because I'll be doing my best to make sure you can get it, and we'll give it a bit of a stream giveaway there, which would be pretty good, pretty cool. In you go. Perfect. Then off we go. All right, let's catch Mr. Ghoul. So I'm able to do about 7 here, which is pretty good. I even had to drop down my cruise control because I was catching it. But look at that silhouette on the horizon there. Beautiful. Love a good Massey. What's not to like about this? There, we're going to catch them up there. So like I say, yeah, we're hoping to see some more fact sheets this weekend coming as well. So Friday we'll see some more coming through. I am thinking of changing up how I'm doing those at the moment. I think what we'll probably look to do is I've been doing a lot of YouTube shorts recently, trying to get a few more of those out, just to kind of keep a little bit of content coming out your way. And I think people are seemingly enjoying them a bit more, so I'll probably look to do the same again. But I think there's a lot of people out there put a lot of large content out for the fact sheet, so I think I'll look just to publish information, push it out there, push it onto all the social media channels as well, and just let you guys digest it in a nice, short, easy format. So let me know if you prefer that. The videos that I have been making do take about 2 to 3 hours to make for each one, so there's a very time-consuming process behind it. Already halfway through, you can see I'm gaining. I'm just gonna try and square this little edge off here where I can. Beautiful time of the evening, like I say. Farm Summit on any platform just looks so much better at night or early evening for the sunset. That I've missed a bit. We'll catch that bit. That was my fault. And then once we're working together, this will be a lot easier to get through. But you can see 2 plows. It doesn't take too long to make some good progress, which is handy. Really is handy. There, he's got a Cavernland plow on the back of his. I think he's on one of the 7700s. I have, of course, got the Agramaz, a little bit cheaper, a lot cheaper actually. Yeah, we've all got some pretty delightful masses working in on this farm. Cannot wait to get all these fields done and ready to harvest. Actually, that'll be really pretty cool. It does look like at the moment we'll be starting with a bit of hay, a bit of silage bales as well. We'll need to keep some of our own. Of course, we have a very fine limit of what that might look like. $77.18, I think that is. And away we go. Follow the leader. So yeah, this is probably how we're going to spend a little bit of my evening here, just trucking away, getting through some of this ground here where we can. As you can see already, I'm going about 6 or 7. I'm gaining on that rear wheel of the plow. There's no two ways about it, which is curious. I really shouldn't be at 140-ish horsepower. I really should be falling behind, but it is what it is. Do that and then dial that down a bit. There you go. Okay. And then so yeah, really the farm right now is set up. We need to crack through middle of spring, get some things growing a bit. That'd be great. Get some fertilizer spread around there, get the farm really pushing through. That'd be phenomenal. Once we can do that, I'll feel a lot better about it there. So we'll try and get a nice long stream in at some point where we can just really crack along. That'd be awesome. The Deddy server is still going along very well. We're just stuck in a rainy patch at the moment as well. We can't really get too much done there, unfortunately. Waiting for summer to start, waiting for harvest to start, but it just keeps raining. So we'll have to see. But yeah, otherwise that's firing along. Shout out to all the members who recently allowed us to get over 2,000 hours on that game save, which is incredible. And of course, massive shout out to Oxy for Cheltenham Valley and for making that happen, really. Without such a map, there wouldn't be much chance of us doing that, really. Oh, we're drifting all over the place up the front, Sparky. There you go. But yeah, so we've achieved quite a lot until you look that way and you see how much is left to go. The answer is many more runs. But once we start to get that little, just below the sign of 33 there, once we start to get shorter runs, we'll really kick it on. Look so much better. I've also been looking this week as well at a couple of things. A new the Logitech gear shifter, because you know Farm Sim 22 does look like gear shifting is going to be pretty serious, and I want to have a gear stick in which I can do it as well there. So we're looking to get one of those on board. Going to pick that up soon, as well as a new Xbox Elite controller as well. That's probably more so for things like Hell Let Loose and for Battlefield, but it'll be fun nonetheless. Do a bit of a figure out of 8, shall we? Around and around we go. We're gonna have to do some headlands along the end here, which is why I'm not going right up to the hedge, but it works. 10 furrows and 1 pass there, really. We're cracking through the ground. Really are. Okay. But I think with that, what we'll do is we'll just keep pushing through, really. We'll see how much we can get done. this will hopefully all be plowed over by the time we get to our next stream there, just by taking it in bits and pieces here and there. And then we should all be good. Until next time, though, I hope you have enjoyed. If you ever want to get involved with this, don't forget, all you need to do if you play on the Xbox is find the my Facebook page, link of which is down below in the description. Join that. I'll post up there when I am going to be hopefully live streaming, and all the mods you will need. And you can come on and farm on here as well whenever we're live. So do keep an eye out for that one. Until next time, though, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, I have been Simulation for the Nation. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for joining us if you are, and we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.